What do I do if I'm shy, afraid to speak publicly and present? That's me many years ago. Public speaking is a fear, so that is natural. But in the context of sales, if you're not pitching, you're not selling. So the first thing that you want to do is in your mindset that I have to sell. Like it's in a way like do and die, especially if you just left your corporate life and you started a business and you gotta pay rent, you gotta pay expenses, you have a family. So in a way, you want to be thinking of this as something you have to do, something maybe you don't like to do, maybe you're not good at, maybe you don't want to do initially. But in business, there's a lot of things that you have to do. Over time, it'll be a second nature, and you'll be very comfortable at it. But in terms of the fear of public speaking, the fear of pitching, it's about practice. At the end of the day, you got to do the repetitions, right? So I would say, as a practical step, practice on your own first, in front of a mirror, record yourself, watch others, watch on YouTube, see how people pitch, especially in your service, in your vertical, in your niche. And then practice this on your spouse, your significant other, your friends. I can tell you, when I did my first pitch, after my partner, I sat down and came up with a business plan and figured out what is it we're going to do. And at the time, we wanted to build and sell websites. This is when websites were cutting edge, and that was sort of the new thing that businesses hadn't adopted then. We were sort of really hesitating on going out and pitching because both of us didn't have that in us, didn't have sales in us. So we figured we'd go to places that we are familiar with. So the restaurants we eat at, those were the first set of victims. So on the first day when we decided to go out and start that business, we went to 5 restaurants. And the sad end of the story is that we got 5 rejections. At the end of the day, when we came back to the home office, my partner's garage, we felt awful. Like we couldn't believe it. We thought at least one of them would say yes and decide to work with us. And it took us a few days to recover. And then, we said, you know what? We decided to start this business. We got to do it. And we came up with the next set of people we go to. And the next one was my dentist. That woman was amazing. And she said yes. So that was our sort of winning moment. We felt amazingly well that we were able to pitch and close the deal. Long story short, come up with the pitch, practice it with folks, your friends and family. Before you go out to strangers, try it out with people that you have done business with before.